When did you get the idea of a YouTube channel?
I go back to like things that have always been there, like YouTube. I wasn't comfortable recording at all, but I was like, for me, it was about forcing myself out of my comfort zone.
Today we have a special guest. This guy gets recognized everywhere he goes, globally. He's a genius in social media and he's a Premier League uncut presenter. IshEverything. Thank you for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
Now, I've known you literally since the moment you were born. I even came back in the car with you on the way back from hospital. No, I'm not his dad.
Yeah, give them some context. I'm with my cousin.
Our mums are sisters, but I have seen a lot of your journey so far.
Pretty much all of it, I'd say, yeah.
So tell us where you started and how you got to where you are today.
Okay, but can I just say, this is the first podcast I've been on, so it's a very interesting space. Where did I start? I don't know, like, be more specific. What do you mean by start? Because I feel like I've had so many starts.
From the beginning, so
like,
when you first were looking for something to do with your life,
I
when
feel
you were
like
16, 17.
I'd say like before that, yeah, 16, 17, I'd say before that, it was always football, innit? So like growing up, I loved football. I was a footballer. Sorry, I should be looking at you, innit? It's not a YouTube video, it's a podcast. Anyways, football, innit? Like my life revolved around football. Yours did too, though. Like,
What team did you support?
Liverpool.
Who was your favourite player?
Gerrard.
No, he wasn't.
Torres.
No, he wasn't.
Ronaldo.
Yes. How does
He's a United fan, by the way. That's why he wanted me to skip to that.
How does Cristiano Ronaldo become your favourite player if you're a Liverpool fan?
Because of his mentality.
Okay.
Not saying my players don't have the mentality, but come on, I just looked up to Ronaldo and like the way he used to speak about himself, I never used to be able to do that, innit? So to see someone like proudly speak about themselves, like I am the best, it was like rah, like I want some of that confidence. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like that's kind of where it started, the Ronaldo thing.
Okay, so you were obsessed with football and then?
First dramatic event of my life is my knee surgery. So
Not your clavicle.
yeah, but that was like, that's not changing my football. Do you know what I mean? Like I was probably injured for a couple of weeks, couldn't play, but like my legs were fine. But with the ACL, that's like, in my head, I wanted to be a footballer. Did I think I could make it? I believed in miracles, innit? But like,
You were good. Like, we did train you well.
I was very good. I'm not gonna lie. I was very good. But ACL, and it's not, like I actually had an ACL surgery. There's a lot of people, I don't know, you're on Twitter, but I don't know what part of Twitter you're on, yeah. But like, there's a thing where girls say, like, all guys say that they have, they play football and then they have a knee surgery, but they're chatting shit. But I actually had a knee surgery.
Okay. And then after your ACL, how did you feel knowing that you probably won't become a footballer?
I don't know, like I felt like it helped me find my next step, which was gym. So it went from like me just being obsessed with football to like not being able to play football. So then I need to go to the gym now to work on myself. And that's when I kind of like really started like working on myself, like physically, mentally. Because when you're going to the gym, you don't go to the gym thinking your body's gonna feel really good after. Like, no, you go to the gym because you know you're gonna be in pain after. So he started teaching me about life. Like, you have to put yourself in difficult situations to grow.
Okay. I want to take you back to a moment in Hilton Hotel in Canary Wharf.
Okay.
Do you remember?
Of course I do.
So we came down with Nathan, one of your old bosses,
Yeah.
and he spoke to you about goals and ambitions.
Mm-hmm.
What did you learn from that meeting? Because you were very young at that time.
Very, very
Probably
young
what,
at that time.
17, 16?
17, I'd say. What did I learn?
He taught you step by step. Okay, what do you want? A new car. How much do you need? 15,000. what are you doing to get 15,000? How long will it take you to get 15,000?
Is that what he told me?
Yeah, that's what the meeting was about.
Yeah, no, I can't remember that. I'll tell you what I remember though from that meeting. Yeah, I remember me not knowing much about the opportunity, but still saying yes, because I had no idea what I was really signing myself up to. But I knew that, like, we've skipped the story, some of it, guys, but like, I didn't go uni in it. So that's the reason we went to Nathan. Because in my head, uni was a no-go for me. That was like a trap. I did not want to sit there in class, learn more, be in debt. Like, those were the things going through my mind. On top of that, being influenced by all the stuff that uni gets influenced by, like drugs, girls, all of that. And I'm susceptible to that, which is why I didn't want to go to uni. So then this meeting happened with Nathan, and I remember thinking, like, I don't really have another option. Like, it's an opportunity that was provided to me, and I need to really, like, just say yes. And you brought the opportunity to me, so it's like that level of trust was there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't have to think, is this guy a scam or whatnot? So like, yeah, I just went for it.
So when you told your parents you weren't going to uni,
Yeah.
how many slaps did you get?
I didn't get slaps, but it was like very uncomfortable. Even like, it's still like, there's still harboring things there. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not now like I've grown some followers on TikTok and everything is fine. Do you know what I mean? It's still a process, but they're a bit more understanding. But yeah, it's with Asian parents, it's not easy. Like, and as you grow older, you understand it's like that because they care about you and they're fearful, like, because of like their feelings about their perspective on life. Do you know what I mean?
I went to uni, and if I was to give advice to someone today, I would say only go uni if you're gonna have a specific profession, doctor, lawyer, and you're adamant you want to become that. Otherwise, you got degree-based apprenticeships. If you want to go into a certain field where you get experience.
Can't lie, you're coming off hella professional on camera right now, though. I'll be so real, though. Guys, he's not like this at my nan's house on a Saturday, I promise you.
Now I lost my train of thought now.
Sorry, I had to, man. I had to put that in there.
Or there's other people like yourself who've got a goal or an ambition, or you want to reach something, even though you weren't 100% sure at that stage, because you went into the estate agency, you went into gym, and then you decided that I'm not going at all, but I'm going to educate myself through my own experiences.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, like I completely agree with what you're saying. My thing was, I knew that I was destined for greatness. Even now, I don't think I'm great, guys. I'm not saying that, innit? Like, I'm not saying I'm great, but I knew that I was destined for something more than other people, let's say. Like, that's the way I wanted to believe. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wanted to be that guy. But to be that guy, you have to work really stupidly hard to be that guy. And then you can say you're that guy, do you know what I mean? And I had to go through that. So like, while people were in uni, partying and chilling and obviously educating themselves and stuff, I was like struggling for money, like going North London, West London, South London, trying to close deals, property deals. You know about those times with Nathan.
But I remember there was about 2-3 months where you didn't earn anything.
I think a bit longer, yeah.
Maybe longer. Then you set yourself a goal.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the goal was?
Yeah. What was it again?
Canada Goose.
Yeah, no, it wasn't it was like 2K before my birthday or something, before my 18th birthday. And I wrote it down. Guys, I believe if you write things down, it manifests. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
So yeah, like, yeah.
But there was this Canada Goose jacket phase you had where I'd say a lot of people in our family said probably only earn $2,000,
yeah,
1,500.
I still have that jacket, by the way.
Yeah, and why are you buying that jacket for?
For me, it was like a trophy, innit? Like, for me, I still, till this day, right now, I don't even wear it, but I still have it, and I don't want to ever let go of it, because it's like a little trophy for me, because in my head, I told myself I was going to do something, and for some reason, I don't know how, obviously through hard work and praying faith, all of that. It happened, didn't it? So I wanted to remember that feeling. That's why I got the jacket. Because it's like, after that, when things weren't looking so great, I wrote about this in my journal, where like after I've been broke, and I'd think, why the hell am I broke and I have a 1K jacket? But in my head, what it did was it reminded me that I'm out of nothing. I earned this. Do you know what I mean? Do you get me?
It's the whole Range Rover story.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, so after the estate agency, what did you do? You had the gym, or
I was doing the commission only with Nathan. I was working commission only at this guy's estate agency, but it was like there was no office or anything. I'd work from his bedroom, guys, like legit in his bedroom. His literal bed is in the corner of the room. There's a desk here and another desk there. So he'd work from that desk and I'm working from this desk. And the outside world is like believing like we're some top end property estate agent. That's the way he branded himself. Obviously now he's grown a lot, but like that was the starting point kind of the company, yeah. And that's where like we was working from. So it's just, yeah, I don't even know the initial point of this.
What did you do after that?
So then from that, I realized I needed stability because that was commission only. So I'd not make any money, then make a lot at a small amount of time, then not make anything for a while again. And I was like, why am I putting myself through this much pressure of just like, and not having no stability, no guaranteed income? But yeah, I was working for another estate agency, nothing as good as High Castle Estates. Guys, check them out. Amazing people, by the way. Trust me, they've taken care of me. All the homes I've bought. Anyways, I haven't bought any homes, by the way, just in case they actually believe that. What's it called? From Nathan's, I went into
You went into a corporate estate agency.
Corporate estate agency, and I hated my life. Like every single second, I hated it. Like I went to work. I lied so much while I was there, like to make time for myself. So like there'd be viewings in like near my area, and I'd like call in Omar always to say, yo, book in an appointment in the viewings. And then I'd be like, I've got some viewings, I booked in some people. They'd be like, yeah, you might as well just go home after. So I'd pretend to be doing viewings, but I'd be at home. Like I'd do that so often. But you're in property. They were like, how come you haven't sold this property? You've gone to so many viewings. I just wanted to skip time. That's how much I hated it there.
You used to write journals at that time. You used to journal.
I still journal.
But there was something specific you wrote.
What
about what you plan to do in the future?
I wrote a lot about that. I write a lot about the future.
You wrote about how either this time next year or this time in a few months you're not going to be there and you're going to be doing something else.
Yeah, around the times, like, I notice with myself, I write in my journal when I hate my life, innit? Like, when things are not going well, that's my way to vent and, like, to predict the future almost. So it's kind of a bad thing, because, like, when things are going smoothly, I don't write in it as much. But around that time, I just hated every part of just working. In my head, the thing that I used to picture so much, and especially because I came from commission only, so I came from making £500-600 every deal to then making £50 a deal, but then getting a guaranteed income of like £1,000 a month, let's say. And in my head, the only thing I can think of is, first of all, I used to earn so much more when I did the commission only, and it's boring. Like, there's nothing driving me right now. I'm guaranteed £1,000 at the end of the month. I don't care. Like, I don't even have to do these viewings. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not fun. Like, when I was doing the commission only, it felt like a game. Like, life felt like a game. It's like, right, cool, I have no money. I need to go to a few viewings. And do you know what I mean? Like,
so when did you leave that to go to the leisure centre?
Literally about a month in. So, and that role at that estate agency that we're not going to name, that role, they didn't even have a role for me. So they created a role because how well I came across in the interview. Because someone so young to do lettings, commission only, you pick up a lot of skills, do you know what I mean? Like, so they didn't even have a role, they filled it. When I went to this interview, that role was filled and they created a whole role at one of the busiest, it's in Barking, one of the busiest streets, yeah. And I left a month in to go to the gym because I twanged my way for another interview. Because when you do sales, guys, and you know this, you know how to pattern anything. You can chat shit, you can get your way through everything. Do you know what I mean? Like, especially interviews, easiest thing. Like any interview, any job, if you like mastered sales, you can do well in most interviews. Do you know what I mean? Because you know what people want to hear from you, kind of thing. So, got a job in a gym, and that was like one of my favorite periods in my life, just because of the shift. So it was like 6 to 2:30 p.m. So that means every morning I was waking up at 5, praying Fajr, leaving my house at like 5:45, just on the nicest walk to work. Do you know what I mean? That early in the morning, listening to Quran, like that was like my favorite times. Do you know what I mean? And when I get to work in the morning, I used to get cereal, literally at work, cereal. I have a book, or like I started a few businesses back then that nothing came out of it, like Islamic expression and stuff. But I used to just work while being at work. That's why I loved it, because it felt like I'm getting paid to just work on my dreams, and it's keeping me in routine. Do you know what I mean?
So what were your dreams at that time?
To be successful, man. Find the way out of the matrix.
But what
I'm
does
still in the matrix though, I'll be real, guys. I'm very much in the matrix.
what does success mean?
At that time, man, so for me, Islamic expression was a way of me, like, not caring about success. So like that company came about because I was thinking, bro, brush trying to make it. Let me just try do something good, and let's see what happens from that. Do you know what I mean? So my thing was like, so I wanted something to happen to me. I wanted money. I wanted to drive nice cars. I wanted to travel. I wanted to be known for good things. And like the most important thing, like out of everything, I just wanted to change people's lives, innit? Like through my kind of like experiences and my short life. I just wanted to like change people's lives through that. So it started with Islamic expression.
When did you get the idea of a YouTube channel? Because your first video was end of 2019.
My first video was in your bedroom.
Yeah. That was 2000 maybe, 2005, something like that.
Like, I was very, very young and I filmed a YouTube video in your bedroom. And that's like my very first memory of YouTube is in your bedroom. Like, you know, what was it, the Bloody Mary?
Bloody Mary thing.
Yeah, so that was in his bedroom. And so it's like, if you look back, it's like, and you ask me like, when did your idea come about with YouTube? Things have like always been there. Do you know what I mean?
Oh no, your eyes messed up. Okay, cool.
So yeah, when you're asking me like, when did the idea come about with YouTube? I feel like the alchemist, like in my life, I realize I go back to like things that have always been there. Like YouTube, I made a video in your bedroom when I was a kid. And now I'm doing it now. And there's so many different other occasions where like things have kind of come full circle, and like people that I met when I was young, now I'm working with them and they're heavily involved in my life somehow. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
who was the first person you told about the idea of YouTube?
Oh, was it you? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. Probably someone I was chatting to at the time. I don't know.
What did your parents say?
I have no idea. I've always done new things though, man. Like, so my parents are not, like, at this point, they're kind of like used to me coming to them with an idea, or me just going off and doing an idea of mine on my own thing. Because I started a few businesses back then. Again, like nothing came from those businesses. I didn't make a penny from none of them. Actually, no, one of them I did quite make a decent amount of money, but like even when I was a kid, I was changing houses, BlackBerry houses. Remember, like changing the colors of Blackberries and stuff. And my parents knew I was doing all of that. So they're not like, they're kind of used to me coming up with something new and just like executing it. So.
But when you said, okay, I want to do a YouTube channel and I want to showcase my life on YouTube.
No, but it wasn't like that. Okay, let me explain this. I'm glad we're doing a podcast about this. Like, I speak to a lot of people, yeah, and like a lot of people, especially people that come up to me and watch me, yeah, and a lot of them like want to kind of like take this path. Now, if you go to some countries, YouTuber is like the highest one. Like, they want to be a YouTuber, yeah, like footballer and YouTuber now, but like they don't know how to start in it. And I didn't either at one point. And what I did was I found something I was passionate about. So it's like I saw, before I started YouTube, a lot of my friends or ex-friends, people that I used to be friends with and stuff, they've wanted to start YouTube and have started YouTube and creating content. But it's been videos like 10 facts about me, etc., etc. And I've always looked at that and thought, like, you're not doing anything for the world. Do you know what I mean? Like, to affect people, you need to affect humans. Do you know what I mean? Like, to grow something, you need to affect human beings. And for me, the thing I was passionate about at that time was religion. Like, at that point, I was like, nothing else was working for me in life. And I found Deen. I was like, this is the truth. And I clocked that this is the truth after looking at so many different things.
You spoke to Suho in America.
Was it Sohail? Maybe. I don't know.
You spoke to Suho and Suho was like, you need to pray.
When?
This was just before you went and did your first video.
I need to pray.
He goes, are you praying? You said no. Then he goes, how do you expect anything good to come in your life?
Probably. Yeah. I mean, that's the same reoccurring theme, like with everyone, like, do you know what I mean? But probably. Yeah, so that's how YouTube happened. It came because I was like so like passionate. It came, what's the best way to explain this? After like going through the phase of really looking into religion, not just Islam, and me, like for my truth was like, I found the truth in it. And it's like, it got to a point where it's like, I found the truth, so it's like, I felt like I could be outspoken about it. Before, I wasn't really outspoken. Like before that, obviously going to the gym, that gave me confidence. Most men don't really talk, do you know what I mean? Like, they're not really outspoken. They're very to themselves. I was like that. I went to the gym, that gave me some confidence. Then Islam was like the next layer of confidence for me, because it's like, well, I have a barrier of truth around me. So I didn't mind being outspoken about that. So when I went to Umrah, the things I was vlogging about, I knew like I have friends that are different religions and stuff. They're all gonna look at me. It's weird, isn't it? Like, remember, like Islam is what's the word? What did the Prophet ﷺ say? Like, it's strange. It's like religion is strange. Like it's you should know this, bruv. You're the one with the beard, bruv. Sky. Like,
there's a way of life.
No, like it's
Allah works in mysterious ways.
No, the comments know what I'm talking about. This is why it's annoying. Like it's the religion is like different for people. Like it's strange. The comments really, I know they're annoyed with him. I know the comments are annoyed with him for not picking up on what I'm saying.
I don't look at your comments.
Your comments of this video, bro. I'm talking about this video. They're gonna have comments underneath.
Oh, yeah.
I'm communicating. Guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, by the way. Make sure, support the channel. There's gonna be constant uploads. Trust me, like the gems you're gonna pick up from this channel are gonna be unmatched. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe right now. Right now.
So you went.
You didn't even thank me for the promo, bro.
It's coming, it's coming. I've got you biscuits.
I'm joking.
2019, you went to Umrah in December.
Yeah. After, like, I felt like I found the truth. I didn't mind being outspoken about it. So when I did the Umrah thing, it came about in such a weird way. Like, for me to go, I'm the only one that was like, at the time, praying around me. Like, and it's like, I wanted my family to go. That didn't happen, and then I ended up going with these random human beings. And in my head, I was thinking, I'm going to like where I know is the truth. This is like, I'm telling you, my mindset at the time, and like my perspective. I have to share this with other people. That was like my genuine thinking at the time. I had a friend who was a Christian and he wanted me to vlog it. I wanted to vlog it too, but he kind of like gave me the excuse in the video to make a video. Does that make sense?
Yeah. He pushed you.
Yeah, for the video. Like I told the video, guys, my friend, he's interested in Islam, so he wants me to vlog it, as like an excuse to the audience as to why I'm recording it. But in really and truly, I wanted to record it and share it with people, but I didn't have like the confidence to do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So when you uploaded that video,
Yeah.
what was your feeling? As you were uploading,
That's a
what
great
did you?
question. I just remember feeling like really excited. Just like, oh, right, this is something new. I remember I had people like waiting on like, because I did YouTube Premiere at the time, so people were like in the chat waiting for the video before, and everyone's like typing, because the way it worked was I uploaded a trailer that did well. That's why everyone was kind of waiting.
We need a trailer.
Yeah, you need a trailer. That's why everyone was kind of waiting for the YouTube video, and they were just in the chat, and I just felt like excited. I was thinking, this is something new, but I've done so many new things at that point. I did all the businesses, I flipping sat with Nathan and done his whole thing and the gym thing. So it just felt like something new, but I was used to new kind of thing at that point.
Did you feel like that video was successful?
100%.
Did you expect it to be successful?
I had no expectations.
Okay, out of 100%, how successful did you expect it to be?
Out of 100%, how successful did I think? Did what?
Your first video to be?
How successful did I think it was gonna be?
Because you said it was 100% a success.
It was definitely 100% a
Which
success.
I agree.
Yeah, just because of what it's done for me in general, not just the video, but that first Umrah itself, like the du'as and everything, just answered everything. That whole thing like was perfect, didn't it?
This podcast is supported by High Castle Estates. We are an award-winning estate agency based in London, focusing on property management, sales and investment. So if you just want to have a chat about property or your property, we'll provide maximum value to you.
I genuinely don't know. I just don't think I had any expectations. I can't lie. I was just holding the camera. I didn't even know how to hold the camera. Like, if you want to take clips from like parts of that video, you could tell like I was really nervous. Like I was holding the camera down here. Like I wasn't comfortable recording at all, but I was like, for me, it was about forcing myself out of my comfort zone. Like I remember speaking to people that have been on camera before and just asking them, like, were you self-conscious when you first started and so on? Because I was worried about my skin and like so many different things. I was just like, I remember like not liking my voice. And for me, it was just like, I need to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. If I want to thrive, all of this has to be normal to me. It can't make me feel anxiety, do you know what I mean? So I just had to just do it.
So then, after you released your first video, did you feel like, okay, this is what I want to do full time?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it was before I even released the video. If you asked me, would I want to be like a full-time content creator, I would say 100%.
But you quit your job when?
After,
job
so I still had a job. Then I went back to work. Then COVID happened, and then they made me redundant.
So that was about 2-3 months after.
Yeah, not long after.
And then after that, you decided not to even look for another job.
Yeah, it was like, for me, like, I like being in positions where my back's against the wall, innit? Where it's like, I'm really uncomfortable. Brother, look, point the camera at him.
This is what happens when you record in Stratford.
Hello.
Where were we?
I don't know, fam. Keep that in there, though. That is hilarious, fam.
Something about a part-time job. Oh, you did? Okay, you didn't look for a job.
I didn't look for a job, so I remember like speaking to my friends after that, and I was just like, you know, like I got made redundant, and I felt like personally violated in that situation, because it's like I remember like,
You weren't getting paid.
yeah, there was times I wasn't getting paid, and they promised me certain things, and I remember like loving the job. Do you know what I mean? Like I told you, that was my favorite job. I proper loved the job. So like for me to have these inconveniences, I didn't like it, especially like on a personal level, because they personally promised me things, innit? And then when I got made redundant, I just realized like, bruh, like, you know, like you can really love something, but they might not love you though. Do you know what I mean? And from then, that's when I was like, nah, I have a little following here. I'm gonna just do this 100%. Didn't obviously happen because I still need money. So I remember doing the COVID thing, like where you call people and do the whole COVID.
Oh yeah. The NHS.
Are
thing.
you here? I mean, did you test and trace? That's
Yeah.
it. I remember doing that, and that gave me a decent amount of money, and I was literally at home just calling people. I got sacked from that. You know
Why did you got sacked?
Bro, guys, let me tell you why I got sacked from this, yeah? Imagine, yeah, I'm so bored at this flipping job. I'm so bored at this job, yeah? I start to do phone calls, like the test and trace phone calls. It's like a script that you're reading, yeah? In different flipping voices, like accents. So I'm like doing it in Liverpool. Hey, you're right there, mate. And then all of that, yeah, just different accents, just to entertain my time, innit? So imagine like a few days later, I'm getting a phone call saying, there's different people like using your phone and stuff. And I was like, what are you talking about? And they didn't, like literally, I was thinking, these lot are just chatting shit. They want me gone, all of that. It didn't click in my head, it was the accents. Then I was speaking to a friend of mine, and then I think I was speaking to Away Society, and he was like, wait, like, wasn't it the accents? That's probably why they said there's different people. And I was like, no way, that is probably why I got sacked, because of the accents. But yeah, that's why I got sacked. Funny story for you lot.
After that, what was your next job?
No next job still.
Okay, so this is the point I was trying to bring up all this time. You got content creators like Ali Abdal. He was a doctor, and for 3 years, he continued working as a doctor, and he was content creating on the side. I think Chunks was at Cineworld. Nico was somewhere as well.
Mm-hmm.
But they quit their full-time jobs once they got to like 7,000, 10,000. Lana Blakely, I think when she got to 7,000, that's when she quit her job.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you do YouTube part-time and then get a full-time job?
I quit probably around the same level, right? 7,000, 10,000 for...
No, less than that.
Less
It
probably.
was about 2,000 or 3,000, if that.
Nah.
Because you didn't get 10,000 until end of your first year. Maybe.
I don't know, man. You probably know more than me about this, but why did I like not want to work?
Why didn't you get?
Okay. Oh, let me tell you actually why.
Because I used to tell you get a job. Your mum used to tell you.
No.
Ibi used to
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Something happened. A miracle. So like in life, guys, and you know this to be true as well. If you have faith, genuine faith in Allah, that doors will open up. Like, I'm saying 100% faith. I'm not saying that 50-50 stuff or 99.9. I'm saying, like, something's going to happen. Like, this is where I'm meant to be in life, yeah? Doors will open up. I found that all my life, innit? And what happened was, yeah, I remember reaching out to different agencies. So my method in trying to not get a job was, let me get an agency with someone, because I built a tiny following on TikTok at that point. Like, I was on, like, 100K or something. 100 and something K maybe. Like, maybe less than 100. I don't know. Something around there. And I was like, let me reach out to agencies that sign talent, and then I can get brand deals, and then I don't have to work no more. And I remember like even getting mocked at thinking that that is a reality, like by family members, etc. Like literally, like they think that was like dreamland. Do you know what I mean? Like cuckoo world for me to like think like that. So that was my method. I reached out to this agency called. It's so bad that I forgot the name. Really bad. Guys, as you can tell, I'm really bad with my memory. But yeah, doesn't matter. And they basically said they're interested. And obviously, I got gassed. And then they booked in a meeting with me. And then like just before the meeting, they kind of like cancelled, saying they've signed everyone. They're not interested anymore. So I sent an email back, basically like violating, saying, "Why are you wasting my time? Why are you saying booking me a meeting?" Just because I was annoyed, innit? And then someone called me, and then this person that called me his name's Karim, and the company is Digital Streamers, by the way. Amazing guy, like proper miracle moment. So this guy called me, and he was like, "Yo, bro," and I was like, "Yo, who's this?" And he was like, "I've been watching your content, and you're sitting on a gold mine." So I was like, right, like who is this kind of thing? And he was like, my name's Kareem or Karim. I work for digital streamers, and yeah, like I just wanted to get in contact with you, let you know like we're watching you. So I was very cold on that phone call because I was thinking, okay, so what does this mean? Like, are you interested? Are you not? Like, he was like, we don't want to sign you. I just wanted to let you know because like you was obviously like angry, and I wanted to call you personally to let you know like you're doing really well. So I was like, in my head, I was so angry. I was thinking, it's no use to me. Do you know what I mean? Then he like offered me basically a role where I'm getting paid for nothing and I could just work on my content. And to me, I was like...
You thought it was a scam?
I thought it was a scam. I called you. I was like, yo, bro, is this real? And you were like, nah, that's all legit. Like, it's all by the books. He just blessing it and not letting you work, basically. And he wants you to work on your own thing. And I have a catch up with Karim, like every now and again I'll call him. And we caught up recently, like amazing guy. And it's like, for me, he saw something there. He told me, like, I see something there. You're Muslim, you're positive, like, you don't get involved in nonsense. There's a market for what you're doing that not many people kind of get into, do you know what I mean? More importantly, like, you're a normal guy, you're man them, do you know what I mean? And he, like, kind of gave me that self-belief, like, this is possible for me. Like, there's someone out here trusting me for me to kind of do my own
I think it was
thing.
at that point you said you were ready to blow.
Yeah, like, that's all I used to talk about. Like, I need to blow, like, I need to blow, I need to find the way. And if you watch my old YouTube videos, guys, like, just go back, you will see me talking about that. I don't think I've blown, because I haven't blown on YouTube. That's where I started. I don't see myself as successful. So it's even, like, good to be on this podcast, knowing that there's people on this podcast sitting with digits in their bank accounts, bro. You know what I mean? The people that sit, not this chair, but the other one. Probably going to be on this one from now on, innit? Yeah. The people that sit on this sofa, they have peas, bro. That's what I'm saying. Listen to the gems in this podcast, guys.
I remember you used to be obsessed with your YouTube editing or your YouTube videos at the beginning. Even Saturday night when we were chilling, you'd have your laptop. You would say, look, I'm working. We'd munch. You'd be working on your laptop. Everyone's around. What was that obsession? What created that obsession? You're actually not the first person to remind me of it. I'm a lot different now. Like, I feel like I'm very present. I try to be, like, I don't want to mix work and meeting and interactions and so on. But before, I didn't care. Like, my thing was like, no one's helping me around me. I was very much around in this mindset of like, no one's kind of like doing things for me. I have to do it myself. So if that means like I have to do it wherever I go, like I would just make sure I get things done. Like, I have to do something to build momentum. It's not going to build itself. So that was the reason why I was like that. Which video would you say, or which piece of content would you say was your breakthrough moment?
The Umrah vlog, the first one. So I feel like...
Was there any after that you say?
Like, I feel like it's so...
Skin one?
No, there's like so many videos that have like done well for me, like especially on TikTok, but YouTube as well. There's been like a few videos that have done well. I've just not been consistent with YouTube, and my audience that like watch me and the supporters that watch me on YouTube, they know that I used to get messaged all the time, bro, like, you deserve more followers. And in my head, that was like a lie, because it's like everyone has what they deserve, do you know what I mean? So it's like I don't deserve any more than I have, because I'm not putting in the work to be having 100,000 subs. But on TikTok, I am, which is why I do have a big following on TikTok. Do you get it? So like, I don't see myself as... For me, I want YouTube. That's next year's goal. Like...
Yeah, we're coming to next year's goals.
Yeah.
But you were doing a lot of lifestyle videos, content, and then you transitioned to sports.
Everything, bro. I'll do everything. Whatever it takes to make it, get my face out there, I'll do everything. Obviously, man's not no bad bee. I'm not shaking my bunda on TikTok or anything. I'm not doing none of that. Yeah. But, like, within my values and morals, I would do anything. Like, I've been a grafter, do you know what I mean? So in my thing, like, the content I create, I try to create authentic content, like, that's true to me, like, things that are interesting to me, do you know what I mean?
How did you transition from Represent, for example, to Copper 90, Nike, Premier League?
So like, I've worked with a lot of big brands this year, like, alhamdulillah, a lot. Like, there's a long list on my invoice names, of brands, And for me, like, what I've learned with working with these brands, especially like the people around me tell me this all the time, and you can come to that too, like with the people around me being so influential in my decisions. It's not just me making these decisions. It's like team effort, do you know what I mean? I've never settled for shit. Like, I've not worked with dead clothing brands.
I think whenever you come to me for advice, I would always say one thing, just try it.
Yeah, all the time. Like, like, guys, this is why this podcast will change your lives when you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. I've come to Zed with crazy ideas. Some good, some bad. This guy, the only thing he says, just try it. Just try it. Just try it. Why not? Like, he makes difficult things sound easy in a sentence. And genuinely, sometimes it's just made me try it. Literally.
What's one example?
I don't know, help me.
I can't remember. There was something you said not recently, maybe a few months ago, and I said just try it for a few months. I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember either. I can't remember. But there's a few. Like, it's not just one. There's a lot, but I can't. Guys, sorry, man. There's gonna be a lot more gems. Like, if you want a part 2, like this video right now.
How did you feel when the Premier League came calling? Because since you were younger, even back to the beginning of this video, or last video, whichever one it is, you were talking about football. You used to watch Steven Gerrard, Philippe Coutinho, Cristiano Ronaldo. They were your OGs.
Yeah.
Alex Ferguson, obviously.
It's
Messi. Then you got a call for Premier League.
So it's so weird, man. Like the easy answer for me to give you, is like, it's mad. Like, I'm working with the Prem. It's amazing, which it is. Don't get me wrong. Like, all of those things are true, But you need to understand, like, it's never what I wanted to do. Do you know what I mean? So the Premier League and represent, best clothing line in the world, best brand in the world. All the other brands that I work with and I have really good relationships with, they're all side missions. So like, that was never what I started my journey for. Like, when I made that Umrah vlog, I dropped it on the platform called YouTube. I watched YouTube growing up. I wanted to like grow on that platform. So it's like, because I still haven't done that fully to where I want it to be, I will do it next year, 100%. Like, all these other things, they make me feel good, but it's like, I'm not ecstatic. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like over the moon because there's something that I started that's still not where I want it to be. Do you know what I mean?
But it must feel good to be one of the few British Asians in football media.
100%. Like, a lot of my audience, is like Asian, especially boys, isn't it? Like, they watch me and they kind of like, a lot of them look up to me. I'm not saying like I'm a role model in it, but that's how social media is. Like, they see people with things that they want that they don't have and think, how did that person get it and whatnot? Which is a good thing. That's how I got what I got. Do you know what I mean? Like, I looked at people that had things that I didn't have and I thought, how did this guy, what solution did he find? You know what I mean? What was your question?
How does it feel to be one of the few British Asians?
It feels good, but I just feel like there's a lot more to do, man. Like, I don't feel, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like where I am right now, I want to redo this in a year and then we're going to be having a mad different conversation about how I am when I actually have a real platform, like real influence. What I have right now is very much like I just started in it. So like it's like my first few steps.
Okay, let's talk about the difficult sides or the struggles you go through. On a broad subject, out of your whole journey so far, what was your most difficult moment?
Ooh. What was my most difficult moment? That's a great question. I've had so many, but like with me, bro, I'm a victim too. Like when things are not going good, like you victimize it, innit? As human beings, we want to like endure that pain, so we become victims of it. We don't like man up and we're like, alright, cool, we have to deal with it. So like I'd say a lot of difficult moments, I made it more difficult with my reaction.
If you could pinpoint a single moment.
I don't know, man. You help me, but your family, like you're moving like you're a stranger, man. Just help me. I don't know. There's a lot, but like I don't know one. Give me one, and then I can.
I think one of the very difficult moments is when you weren't making a single penny, when you were commission only.
That
you turned that around.
That was like very difficult, but where I was and how old I was, it was like. Actually, no, that was like really difficult. I can't lie, but.
Because you used to cry at that time.
Yeah.
You were still a kid, but.
Yeah, I did still. Yeah. You know, you're actually bringing back memories still, I'll be real. I used to like go to work. I remember on the DLR, like in this flipping shit suit, tight as hell, bruv. Just like crying on the train just because I'm like not making no money. Like, and I'm thinking guys are going to work and they're even chilling at work. They're on their phones having a chat with basically what I was doing at the gym. They're doing that at work while I'm flipping, spending my own money on travel and I'm not even getting paid. I'm like going to all these places trying to make a deal and it's not happening. So yeah, and I was very emotional. I feel like I'm still emotional, but before I was like...
You've matured a lot.
Yeah.
Because you were really emotional before. You get angry quickly, but now I think you've matured.
Before I was very, very, very emotional. Like everything was deep to me.
There's people walking giving side eyes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
How did you overcome, or if someone's going through a difficult moment now, what advice would you give them to overcome it?
Two advices is number one, difficult moments are like needed. Like you in your journey, difficult moments are like the moments you truly appreciate because they make you. They really do. Like they strip you away of things that you think you need and you want, and it like brings out character in you, and you learn skills in those moments that are required for your journey. So like if you're going through a difficult moment, I'd say like stop thinking in your head. Like there's a bigger picture at play. Do you know what I mean? Like if you think about it, like how small are our problems really? Like in the magnitude of the universe. Like the world is so big. Our problems are like this small when you start thinking.
What's your second bit of advice?
What was my first? Like,
don't overthink.
The second is with difficult moments, use that like as the perfect opportunity to like flee to Allah. Like.
There's a third bit of advice you have as well, and you mentioned it earlier.
Don't victimize yourself.
Write stuff down. Start journaling.
So like that helps me. That should be like a daily habit for people to do. It's something that I'm trying to work on actively as well. Like again, it's cycles. Like sometimes you'll go through it, sometimes you won't. It's fine, but writing things down directly impacts your life every single time. Correct?
Yeah, 100%. Do you get hate comments?
Yeah, obviously.
How do you deal with it?
I couldn't care less, brother. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, the first time you got it, how did you feel? Because you were emotional at that time as well.
Yeah, I was. So like when I came back from Umrah, I dropped the Umrah vlog. I dropped the Medina vlog. So that was like part 2. And then I came back and I did like people still wanted more content. I had like 2,000 subscribers at the time from a couple of videos. And I was thinking, this is the first time in my life I actually got a bit of traction, do you know what I mean, in something. I've started this business, nothing. I've started that business, nothing. I've started this and like there's something here now, do you know what I mean? Carried on, made a third video where I did like a wing challenge, like spicy wing challenge. And it was just me being me, having spicy wings with my friend. people started like writing some comments. Some people, do you know what I mean? And it was like about Islam. So it was like Islamic hate comments. And at that time, it triggered me a lot because it was like, there's people watching me. Anyways, yeah, it triggered me a lot still because I was just thinking, like, you don't even know like who I really am, and you're out here like commenting on my relationship with God, and that like I took personal because it was like I
What kind of things would they say?
bro, just
Was it like, oh, you listen to music, but you're...
yeah, like all that, just bro, you know, guys, you know, bro, like the haram police just being haram police, just that typical stuff. But because like I'm not even like past tense, but like I took religion so seriously outwardly, so like now I'm used to it. I couldn't care less now, but before it was just like, bro, like how can you say that about me and my relationship with God? Like how, like I cared about it before, do you know what I mean? And it took me again like a little process to understand, bro. It's like they can't judge me and God. Like only Allah can judge me. Do you know what I mean? And I don't even do anything bad, bro. You're moving like I'm some, bro. Like I'm flipping drink and I'm smoking, bro. Like I'm not that guy. Like guys were still flipping, moving like I go clubbing and shit.
But then you had a lot of doubters as well.
Oh yeah, so many. I love it though. Bring it on though. Now I love it. Before it was just like, I was emotional about it before again. Like the gym helped me like overcome that. Yeah, build the confidence. And now like when the confidence is built, it's like, you know, it's like footballers, like people that are competitive, like doubting gives them energy. Like you doubt someone, now it's like, I actually have to prove you wrong now. Do you know what I mean? But before it was never like that.
So when you first was getting doubted for your YouTube videos, they were close family, close friends, how would you feel? Or how did you feel?
You know how so many people, bro, messaged me, DM me, and you know this because like Ahmed put it in a group chat. Like I'm saying, so many people, like people watching that first YouTube video, it's in the comments now, have reverted, like changed their religion to Islam, alhamdulillah, because of that video. People started praying, and I still get messages now, wallah, now, yeah, that like, you changed my perspective on prayer and stuff. And to me, it was like, I didn't care about the people that doubted me and like thought I was making, like just, I don't know, like people that were watching my shit that were just thinking a type of way of me. I just didn't care because it's like, I'm seeing the effect on real humans in real time. Like I'm seeing messages and DMs about people literally saying they woke up and prayed tahajjud because of my video. Like, and I'm thinking, rah, like I have this much good influence. I don't care about these doubters. Like, and then again, like that's what kind of stopped me from caring, realizing that people were actually like enjoying my stuff and.
But do you still care about what people think?
No, of course not, bro. Come on. You know, like, you go through a process of, like, eradicating that. And then there's a point where you genuinely can't care. Do you know what I mean? And everyone kind of reaches that point. The sooner the better. Because, like, when you care about things, you're not doing things authentically. Like, you're like, every human is very special. Do you know what I mean? They have certain skill sets, certain traits. And they have to be able to, like, portray these traits to the world and share them with the world authentically. And they can't do that if, you know...
If you doubt yourself or you worry about others.
You can't do that if people care about you. Otherwise, if I sit like this, that person's going to tell me, move. Like, no, you just do you. Make sure you're happy.
Yeah, because everyone's going to complain. I think we came from different communities, essentially. I had a lot of like Asians in my community, and there was a lot of...
You're going to get some ASMR, guys.
There's a lot of people who would comment on literally every small thing you do. Like you said, whether you sit straight, whether you stand up, whether you drive a nice car, people comment. If you drive a nice car, you're a drug dealer. If you drive a rubbish car, you're not successful. There's no middle.
Yeah, yours is your thing's a bit different to mine still. Like you came from a different community, but it's still similar in some aspects.
Yeah. The online community is still similar in the sense that it will judge, and I think people judge you everywhere you go. Did your friends judge you? What kind of things did they say or do?
So like I had one occasion, where I remember one guy in our group chat, and I had a man in group chat from school, and there was one guy from the group chat, and he was just throwing a bit of shade about this YouTube thing. Like, we was good friends when we were kids, and now we didn't really speak, drifted off. Still have the man in group chat, all the man from school, and it was just throwing small shades. Then the shade like was with chest, innit? Then he started throwing shade with chest, blatantly hating, innit? And at this point, it's not like before, like when I'm a kid and if someone's saying something, I'm not just keeping my mouth shut. Yeah, at this point, my friend, I've gone to the gym now, I've gone to Umrah. I've got like this confidence of like building a body, changing my physique from skinny to fit, praying consistently, like, I ain't gonna take shit from no one, you know what I mean? So I kind of just like called him out on it, and he didn't expect it, because it's like, Ish, don't speak back. So that was like the change where like I started to develop the confidence and like, I'ma do this.
Do you feel you've lost friends now that you're well known?
Not lost friends, but like I've definitely established like different tiers in the circles. So like,
Can you tell a fake friend straight away?
No, I'm not good at that. But I have people around me that are really good at that. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have circles of, so like I have like, like mum, dad, brother. Then there's an outer circle with people in there, and then there's one more of an outer circle of people in there. And these are all people I trust and love, but they're just like tiers. Do you know what I mean? So like that first circle, they're gonna know everything in my life. And that second circle, they're gonna know a bit less. I mean, do you know what I mean? Like, and there's people, that's what I'm saying, like every decision I make and stuff, not every obviously, but like important decisions, I have like people that go through that decision. So I can't have no Kanye moments and say some dumb shit or do some dumb shit or have a wild idea, do some dumb shit, because there's people around me that like keeping me
in check.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're successful?
Nah. Yeah, kind of, but nah, at the same time, like, yes, and I feel like, okay, the best way that I feel is I've had a very sweet taste of success this year. Like a very, like, you know that like when you have that sweet and the taste stays in your mouth for a long time and now you just want more. Like that's where
Do you feel you're successful where your journey is right now, but you still have a lot more to give?
Yeah, yes and no, but the whole YouTube situation, I do not like in it. Like, it's something that I haven't done to my expectations, and that I can't say that I feel completely successful, because that's what I wanted in the first place. Do you know what I mean? So everything that I have done well on, i.e. building a platform on TikTok and working with all these amazing brands and becoming commercial, they're all like side missions that I'm like very happy about. But what I wanted is still work to do on it. Do you know what I mean?
So what are your plans next year for YouTube?
I can't reveal all of that, but like my main plan is like, the plan for me really is I want people to see my face on that platform nearly every single day for next year. That's my plan. So like the way it was on TikTok, like I meet people all the time and they come up to me, bro, Ish, I see your face on my FYP all the time and stuff. That's nice, like, thank you, because I obviously posted that video, but it's not YouTube, innit? And that's what like bugs me. Like, I want people to say, oh bro, your YouTube video was sick, Ish, you're killing it. Like, that is what I started with. Do you know what I mean?
How many subs do you think you'll have by the end of 2023 on YouTube? If you were to post every single day?
Bro, next year, how many subs? Okay, cool, let's do this. I'm on
You've got 25,400 at the moment.
I'm on 25,400 subs. Barely posting, by the way, barely posting. And I say that like proudly, because it's like, I've done pretty well and I've not been consistent. Next year, by the end of next year, I'd say I should be touching 100 to 150,000, maybe 200k next year. Let's say 200k. I feel like I'm going Umrah, bruv, with my family, bro. The blessings I'm about to have next year is peak. It's so peak.
Okay, touching on family.
Yeah.
So I spoke to a few members of our family.
Oh, is this the Easter egg moment here?
I spoke to a few members of our family.
Go on.
Beforehand.
All right.
And I said, send either message or question for Ish. Some of them said anonymous, some of them said to give their names.
I know he's gone to the cousins group chat. I know.
One of the aunties, she said she's really proud of you with all your success in work and personal life. I love the gentleman you have become, and may Allah bless you with all the success in this world and be the coolness of your parents' eyes.
I mean, let me guess you said that one.
Oh, wait, hang on. There's still more.
Can I guess each one of them though?
Yeah.
After you say it, okay, so that one was definitely your mum.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Okay, if you want to guess them, then someone said, I'm proud of what you have achieved and who you've become and your wonderful son. Obviously, you know who that is.
Wonderful son? My mum?
Yeah, mum and dad. They were both on the phone as I was speaking to them.
That makes me cringe. Carry on.
One of them said, keep it up because you're an inspiration, but you need to put in some effort to get better at FIFA.
Oh, FIFA.
He said, keep it anonymous.
FIFA, that one's a waste.
No.
Oh, Ibi.
No. Yeah. Another one said, you have come a very long way. I'm very proud of you. Keep going.
Umar.
No.
Who? Okay.
Hold on, let me get my phone out for some of them.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't know if it's a bogey or what in my nose, guys. Yeah, but there's something that's causing some tingling sensation.
One of them said, Ish, I'm really proud of everything you have accomplished so far and look forward to seeing what is next for you.
Omar.
No.
Oais.
No.
Ibi.
Travel planner.
Oh, look, man. Yeah, go on. Travel planner, shout out travel planner. We're doing all the plugs today.
Omar has not replied.
He
he just said, I just saw this about 20 minutes ago. How does that make you feel?
It's nice, man. It's nice that...
Because everyone has been or seen you through this journey.
It's weird because it's like you kind of become accustomed to hearing stuff like that once you grow, especially on social media, like in the field where people are just texting positive stuff. So it's like, it's really bad, and I reflect a lot. So like I tend to appreciate things like a lot. I do. I actually try to. I'm like, my goals for the end of this year was to like just be a lot more present in it. So it is very, very nice to hear, like, especially family say that about you. 100%.
Are you gonna cry?
No, definitely not. I thought you'd make me cry today. I'm not lying. Like, I feel like I cry.
You've matured a lot.
I feel like I cry pretty often. Even now, you know, I feel like sometimes I think about my journey, especially when I'm praying and that, and I'll just be a little tear come out my eye and that, just thinking, rah, how the hell did this happen?
There's 3 questions.
Go on.
Okay, so Ibi said he's really proud of your determination when you hold L's.
Yeah.
How do you deal with the L's?
I love L's, bro. L's means there's no such thing as an L. That's why I love it. Like,
Well, what when you walked out the house when Gareth Bale scored that overhead kick?
I'll have a diva moment, you know. Yeah, anyways.
So how do you deal with the L's?
Like, there's no such thing as an L, like, ever. Like, if you consider an L loss that happens to your life, then you took the loss. But let's just say loss didn't exist to you and learning did. Let's just say the word loss wasn't even a word in your vocabulary and replace it with learning. Then there's no L's, simple. Every experience that you go through that's a bit difficult, that's not what you want, you're learning something that you need. God is giving you, putting you in a situation that you need to be there. Like this, that was written for you at that moment in time. So you need to like have the presence to understand the skills that I need to develop to get out of this. And those skills are gonna make you successful, right?
Another question. If you were to go back in time, what would you do differently? This is all from the family.
That's all what?
Oh, the first question was Ibi. This one's anonymous.
Okay. What would I do differently if I was to go back in time? I don't like to I'm someone that's always like believed in I don't regret anything, innit? So there's nothing like I would specifically go back into time to change, because I feel like everything was detrimental to where I am today. And where I am today is essentially where I've always wanted to be and what I've
Okay, so
prayed
if you
for.
flip that, what advice would you give to someone who started out?
Who's starting now?
Who's starting now, yeah.
If you don't try, you never know. Just keep trying everything. If you can't pray, keep trying. If you can't, if there's a video you want to blow and you think YouTube or being available on a platform is your way to make money and make your parents proud and whatnot, just create some success, then just keep trying. If there's something else, then just try.
What would you say to someone who wants to start something but is struggling? For example, I've been talking about this podcast for 2 years?
Yeah,
maybe since COVID.
Been a while.
Probably you and Ibi I'll probably speak to most about, because you're in the content creation game. And it was actually when I come to your house, when I was talking to you and I said, I found the name for the podcast and I set up the accounts at your house.
Yeah, I remember still. Where was the barbecue that day?
No, we ate lasagna.
Trust him to remember what we bloody ate, bruv.
And we had some banging dessert. I can't remember, your mum made it. Not as good as my one on the weekend, but...
Yo, that was most banging still. I'm not gonna lie, that dessert, guys, he is a baker's. Can't lie.
But at that time, when I came to you with the name, you're like, you know what? That's the name. Sort the account out now. Do you remember?
Did I say that?
Yeah, you said that.
Oh, rah. Sounds like something
Because I was driving to your house and I was like, oh, wait, hang on.
You know, with me, guys, yeah, I'm someone like... I have a clothing brand with a friend of mine, The Rich Vibes. The name situation was the same thing. Like, once you find something that sounds nice, done, move on to the next thing. Because it's not the name that defines the success of this venture. It's the work that you put into it after. The name is just... You should really see the name as an obstacle. Like, you need to think of something good and think of something quick and get it out of the way. Not quick, like, don't spend no time on it. Obviously, you want something good, but it's just not the most important thing.
I actually posted something on LinkedIn. Not posted, I commented on someone on LinkedIn today. I said, the most important thing isn't the name, isn't the logo. It's your customers and how you can add value, whether with a product or with a service.
People, you could change your
then
name
you create
after.
a brand.
Yeah. You like stuff like that. It's like you could change after. My thing is like, my concept is all of these things are important, but if you've never done something in your life, let's just say this advice is for those people that have never started a business, never created like content, have never done any of these things before, and they're in school, they're in uni, and they just want to do something different. Just try. Like I'm saying, the name is an obstacle in that moment. Once you fail that first one, because the likelihood is you probably will, do you know what I mean? The first ventures you probably tried, they're all failures. Did you fail your first?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's normal. You learn so much, and then you was like, okay, let me be picky with the name and stuff. But the idea is you need to just do something to build the skills.
I think it goes back to when we were saying a difficult moment. You don't let yourself overthink. You just do it. And if it works...
Wait, hold on. Let me do that Andrew Tate thing.
If it works, then it works. And if it doesn't work, then either you continue persisting or you move on to the next project, essentially. Literally. And we treat everything as projects.
If you don't try, you will never know, literally. If you don't try, you'll never know.
Well, as Nike says, as you're sponsored by them, or kind of, they pay you for stuff, just do it.
Just do it, yeah, just do it. If you don't try, you never know. All these things are just facts, innit? Like you're just sitting there, and also if you're watching this video, I want to say this as well. It's an important thing for me as well. Don't be that person that's all they're doing is just consuming content. For me to be a content creator and do something with my life, whether it was me starting businesses or trying to get to a position where I was doing something different, I had to jump off socials. When I started all those businesses like that I started that failed, I didn't have social media.
I set a timer for my socials. I got 15 minutes on TikTok. I think I got 15 minutes on Instagram. Maybe 20 minutes on LinkedIn.
Yeah, it's
Because I post a lot on LinkedIn.
and this is coming from someone that my job is social media, and I'm telling you that you should definitely reduce the time you're spending on social media to better your life. 100%. Like for me, it's important too, like to take breaks, and it's my job, and I'm taking breaks from it. Like so, imagine for everyone else. I get paid for this, and I'm taking breaks from it.
One more comment from a family member, and he's just messaged.
Oh, Omar.
No, House of Hardy, the other one. Okay, so when are you going to start on OnlyFans?
Bro, you don't need an OnlyFans because I can send you videos, brother. Bro, I can't, look, guys, I'm sending this to Hafiz Uwais Patni. I sent that to a whole Hafiz, but our family is tapped. Guys, by the way, just in case for the Haram police that are watching, we are family when we're joking. Just putting it out there.
Saturday nights.
Have to make it clear for these lot, bruv. Gosh. Dealt with it all, mate.
How many followers do you have across all platforms? Do you know?
No, I don't.
If you were to take a guess.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Oh, let me actually try a guess. I have 100k on Insta. I have 690k on TikTok. So that's 790. I have 25 on YouTube. So that's what? 790, 815. And I have a Twitter, I have like 4,400. What is it? What's that on? 715,000.
You said 815.
815 plus the 4. And then I have like 7 to 10,000 on Snapchat.
Oh,
You probably didn't
check
account for that.
I don't have Snapchat.
So around 815 to 20,000.
Yeah, I've got 819,038.
Haven't got a
That's
million.
on the,
Haven't got a million yet. Oh,
Close.
it's not far. But like,
You can reach it by the end of the year.
I'm looking to reach it by the end of the year, inshallah. With the strategy I have in mind.
Which is?
Can't reveal.
Favorite holiday destination? Quick fire ones now. Favorite holiday destination?
Holiday, yeah.
Don't
Egypt.
say Saudi. Okay.
Egypt.
Favorite food?
Pasta and chicken.
Who's going to win the World Cup?
England or Morocco.
Do you make your bed in the morning?
Yeah, sometimes, but sometimes not. Depends.
Question from your mum, when are you getting married?
Next year, the year after.
And lastly, how much do you love Mondays?
I love Mondays. Guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, follow Zaid on his socials, follow my socials, and enjoy the journey, man. There's gonna be so much more content. Also, by the way, this camera over here, like, speak with Zaid in the comments. Like, you need to get him more comfortable. Like, you need to speak more. Let's keep this on camera. You need to speak more and more in your podcast.
Yeah, but I prefer to let people like you speak.
I understand why.
I can ask the questions the viewers want.
I understand, but I feel like you can bring a lot more to the audience than just listening.
You think?
100%. Like you have, bro, 100%. Guys, I learned a lot from Zaid. Like, I wouldn't be where I am without his guidance, and obviously other people's guidance along the way. But like, you could definitely do more than just listen. Keep this in, by the way. So let them know. Let them know.
Yeah, and then next year when we do this one again, because you'll have...
Yeah, I want it to be like a whole different thing. Because remember I was telling you how my Umrah video, like I was literally vlogging like this, bro. Like this, literally. In Umrah, because like there's so many people walking, and I was just shy, bro. I did. Now, wherever I go, because I don't care, like it's me and the audience, innit? And that builds with time. So next year when we do this,
Let's see.
I'm trying to see
the change.
the improvement, inshallah.